ladies, to our third session into our therapy. So, can you tell me how the communication has been working and how that's been going on for you this week?
Horrible.
Well, as you said, yes, horrible. Mary said it. Nothing has changed. They're still fighting, still slamming doors, still screaming, stealing the car, punching holes in the walls.
Stealing the car.
Yes. Leaving in the middle of the night and driving off in the car without telling anybody where you're going.
That's my
and then
dad's
taking
car.
the car.
It is not your dad's car.
It's not your car.
It's a family car.
It's not. I had a family before you came in and interrupted it. When you
Well, we are
cheated.
your family now.
You cheated
Confrontational.
with my dad on my mom while they were married. So that is not.
We're not here to talk
That's
about
not-
your mom.
that's
We're
not
here
your
to talk
car.
about your
It's
behavior.
not a family
Us
car.
as a unit.
So we are now a family. We are a family. We're not here to talk about
Well,
mama issues.
last time we talked about our goal was to try to communicate more effectively as a family. So how did that work for you for this past week, Denise?
It hasn't worked. I'm still yelling and screaming and kicking. And
Well,
I
at
feel
least
like,
she's telling the truth.
and I feel like kicking my perfect stepsister over there.
See? Now she
Violence.
wants to get physical.
Violence.
And this is why my husband thinks it's a girl's issue, but it's not a girl's issue.
Your husband,
This is
my
crazy.
dad, that you cheated with.
Now, you mentioned that your husband has some feelings and some thoughts about the dynamics of the family. Do you think he will agree to participate in one of our sessions so that he can be on board and communicate and see what everybody's thinking and feeling at the same time and work towards some goals together?
Well, my husband feels it's just about us girls. It's a girl thing and we need to get along.
Well, can the three girls try to convince him and then, in a nice way and just tell him to just give it a
Well,
try
I
just
told
one
him
time?
I told him he needs to be here too.
He's the reason why we're here.
How is he the reason why we're here?
And you are the reason why we're here as well, because you cheated.
We're not here to talk about cheating or mama issues.
Well, you're not my mom. She's not my mom.
Well, I understand, Denise,
Confrontational.
as a stepdaughter, that you may feel like sometimes because she's not your biological mom, that she doesn't make the good choices or the right choices for you, or that you're treated unfair, or
I
that she
am
doesn't
treated
love you.
unfair. When I have to go outside and cut the grass while she sits in the house and watch TV, I'm being treated unfair.
They all have chores. The both of them have chores. If she's cutting the lawn, Myra is putting the grass in bags, cleaning up, blowing the leaves.
Exactly.
We have chores.
So they're doing it together.
We have chores with set day and time when it's supposed to be done. So I'll cut the grass, and when I cut the grass, she's supposed to be there picking up the leaves and everything.
And I do.
Yeah, when she feel like it. Hours later.
Okay, what sense
But
does
you-
it make to do it while you're cutting the grass? I'm gonna be just going as you go. That makes no
Hours
sense.
later.
It's not hours later. In your mind, it's always later. It's always right after.
No, it's not.
But it gets done.
Exactly.
She
See what
does
I
it.
mean? Like,
She does it. She does what she's supposed to do.
Now, do you communicate with each other while you're sharing that chore? Do you tell her, okay, I'm done now, it's your time to come in and do what's left
no,
of it?
I don't need to tell her I'm done because she sees me outside cutting the grass in the hot sun.
You see,
Okay, so I'm a
everything
mind
is an
reader when
issue.
she's done.
Yeah, you're a mind reader. You're perfect.
Okay, perfect. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with being perfect?
Okay, well, while you try to be perfect, because you said, that you feel like you're perfect, can you
I mean, in a
try
way.
Can you try a little bit to communicate with her and say, well, let me know when you're done, and when you are, I'll come right after you and finish up my responsibilities and my part in cutting the lawn.
Well, now that she's actually said that that's a problem, and I know, well, yeah, of course, I don't mind. I mean, it helps to actually say rather than just shutting down. That would be nice.
And that's the thing. She doesn't speak. She yells, she screams.
I'm still speaking.
That is not talking.
Okay, Denise, so can you just tell me how it looks like when you exhibit that behavior, when you kick the car, when you punch, you know, a hole in the wall, or you yelled, what triggers that? What happens right before you do those things?
I'm treated unfairly. Like, for instance, we're going to the mall, we're shopping for school clothes. She will give her $200 and
not
give
true.
me $150.
It's not true.
Oh, it's not true?
No.
So
Why did you get $150? Because you keep punching holes in the walls and we have to repair it. So we take $50 from your allowance because of that. And you know this.
So that's the consequence, correct?
That
That's
is
a
a
consequence
consequence.
for that behavior.
And what's her consequence? What is Myra's consequence? Because
Myra did not punch a hole in the wall.
Well, you can't control what other members of the family do or don't do, but you can control your actions and your behavior. So at the end of our session today, I will give you a chart where I want you to write down and to keep record of your behavior. Like, you know, when you punch the wall, when you scream your unwanted, undesirable behavior, and what happens right before it, okay? Right before you did that, what took place and the consequence that you were given. So that in our next session, you can bring that in and we can take a look at it. And I can do a functional assessment of what is the function that you're trying to fulfill in doing that behavior, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she has anger issues.
Yeah, and she has cheating issues.
Just see, always confrontation.
We're not here to talk about your mom and cheating.
She's like seriously cheated. While married to my mom, she was with my dad.
We're not here to talk about your mom.
Now, you were talking about your anger before, right? Now, do you admit that you have a problem controlling that anger?
Yes, I admit that, absolutely.
Okay, have you tried any techniques to help you release that anger in a more positive way?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna teach you like it's an easy technique, but it helps out, okay? Once you feel that anger inside and you feel like it's ready to erupt, like to come out in a bad way, or those manners that you kick and you punch, I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. So try it with me. Internalize that anger. Get that anger inside of you and close your eyes, okay? And instead of producing that behavior that we're trying to extinguish, go ahead and take a deep breath. Okay, now exhale and let all that anger out. You're letting that anger out of you, okay, out of your body. So let's try it again. Go ahead and take a deep breath. When the anger is in, and now you're letting it out in a big breath, okay? So now, after you do that, you're ready, you're relaxed, your muscles are relaxed, and you let go of that anger, and you're ready to talk about it with your mom or your sister, okay? About the events that made you angry and how you think it's unfair, and what would you rather see taking place, okay? Now, do you agree you're gonna work on that, on practicing that technique and see how that happens and how that helps you with your anger management?
I'll try, but if it doesn't work, I'm sure I probably won't end up kicking the wall this time. I might end up kicking her.
Okay, well,
Well, you better make it work, because you're not kicking anybody.
if it doesn't work, we'll try some other technique, okay? But I want you've never tried this one before, right? So I want you to give it your best and have positive thoughts that it's gonna work. You're gonna try your best and see how that goes, okay?
She's obsessed with kicking.
Well, that's a behavior that we're trying to extinguish, to diminish, so that it doesn't happen anymore.
And
Okay.
she's obsessed
All of
with
that
she's
excessive
obsessed
behavior.
with being perfect.
Oh my
Her
gosh.
daughter, she's perfect.
I don't see what is it.
That's
that I
your
did wrong.
sister.
That's not my sister. You cheated.
Like,
And
it
we're not
doesn't
here to talk
accept-
about cheating. We're here to talk about you.
Cheated with my dad. Or my mom. When my mom was still
I'm not
married.
here to discuss your mom. I don't want to talk about your mom.
So
So Denise, what would be some goals? Last time, the main goal that we set up for the family was to communicate more effectively, okay? And I can see by our conversation that hasn't taken place. So we're gonna keep working towards that goal. having communicating effectively. What would be some other goals that you personally would like to work on from now on?
I don't know. I guess walking away, before things escalate to the point of me kicking the wall or possibly kicking my sister.
So managing your anger, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you're gonna try that deep breathing technique that we
Yes.
practice a little bit. Okay. So what else? What would be another goal that you would like to work on?
I guess getting along with my stepmom.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, do you think, well, you mentioned the money, right? That you get $150 allowance for doing your chores. How does that work for you?
It doesn't work. Why does she get $200?
Because
As I already
punch holes
explained,
in the wall.
we took it off because of the holes in the wall. When you stop putting holes in the walls, you get $200.
Now, Denise, do you think that managing, even if it's $150, $100, $200, if you become a good, manager of that money and utilize it for a good cause, it maybe will last you longer? Okay. Do you think that will be something you'd be interested in working and managing your money better in a better way so that it lasts you longer, and
Yeah.
perhaps you can save up?
I guess.
She needs to manage her money. Her money disappears in 2 days.
Okay,
Which
so
is
that will be
ridiculous.
another goal that you're gonna be working on. So every time you go to the store or you go shopping and you have your allowance, instead of just spending it all because you want all the things you see, when you take something and you say, I'm gonna buy it and run to the cashier to buy it, I want you to think to yourself, do I really need it? Not do I want it, but do I really need it? Okay, and if the answer is no, then you're not gonna buy it. And maybe at the end of the week, you're gonna have money saved up so that you can buy a greater thing or a more valuable thing that you actually need. Are there some things that you need that cost a lot of money that you haven't been able to buy because you don't have enough?
No, before my mom and dad divorced, I was able to buy whatever I wanted to buy.
Here we go.
We're
So
not
is that
talking
right?
about her mom today.
Okay.
Are we monitoring Myra's money?
I don't
spend
need
my
to
money wisely.
monitor her money because she has her money.
See what I mean? She's perfect.
I don't blow my money. That's the difference. Like, I'm aware of what it is that I need. I go in the store. I'm trying to save what I have.
She
So-
will not admit that she is wrong.
Well,
There's a right and a wrong way of doing things.
Myra has her goal, okay, that she's gonna be working on. But we're talking about your goals that you're gonna be working on, right? Now, do you think that managing your money in a better way, is that a goal that you'd be interested in? Is that something that you agree you need to work on?
Yes, but she keeps chiming in every time you say something.
Is this not family therapy?
So just try that, okay? Just try, differentiating whether it's something that you really, really need or something that you want. And if it's something that you want, you're gonna leave it. You're not gonna buy it because you're gonna try to save up to something that costs more, but you don't have enough that you need, okay? But it costs a lot of money. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
She thinks money grows on trees.
It's my dad's money.
It's not your dad's money, it's our money.
Now, as a
Our money. My
Our
dad
money.
and mother have been married for 25 years. It's their money. When you cheat,
We're not gonna talk about your mom today.
Okay, well, as a whole family, we're working towards having a better and a more effectively communication, okay? Now, Mom, do you think when you address Denise, maybe instead of like just saying all the things that she's doing wrong, and all the behaviors that you don't agree with or you don't like her to exhibit, start off with something positive, with a little praise of something that she's doing good, even if it's a little baby step, so that she gets a positive in her mind, and to encourage her to work towards achieving that goal, and then telling her, what change you would like her to make.
Well,
what
since she
change
didn't
she's
put a
gonna work
hole
on.
in the wall this week,
Mhm.
we will give her her full allowance.
Okay.
So that's a good thing.
See, that's some improvement. You're gonna get your whole allowance, and then that way you can work on managing it better. so that at the end of the week, you're not left with zero money, okay?
Okay.
Now, Myra, what would be a goal that you're gonna be working on for this upcoming week?
I guess as far as the chores, now that she's explained to me or actually verbalized it about, I guess, now that she's verbalized to me that she would like for me to communicate with her once she's finished the chores and then I go out and help with her, I have no problem doing that. Another goal, I would like for us to be able to actually spend time together without the screaming and the yelling. That would be nice.
I think that's a great goal, Myra, for the two sisters, for the two of you to build up your relationship and spend more quality time together as sisters.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's such a good goal. I'm very proud that you came with that on your own. And Mom, what would be the goal that you'll be working on contributing?
I
the
will try
dynamics
to
of the family?
alternate the outdoor chores if Denise feels like she is the one who's mowing the lawn all the time. They alternate, take turns doing it.
Okay, so you're gonna try to be more uniform and divide the chores and equally amongst them and everything else. All the treatments, all the privileges. Of
Yes.
course, if they earn it, but Denise is gonna work hard on earning those privileges, right, Denise?
And she didn't put a hole in the wall this week, so she can get her $200.
So she's getting rewarded with the normal allowance.
Yes.
That's good. Okay, and then remember, Denise, you're gonna work on filling that chart for me where you're gonna record your behavior and what happens right before the behavior and what consequences are given by Mom and Dad. So when we sit next time, we can take a close look at that, and I can do like a functional assessment of what the function is for your behavior that you're trying to fulfill for that behavior. Okay, and then we can move from there. Alrighty. Okay, so you're gonna work really hard on achieving your goals, right? Okay. And the three of you. Now, remember, I believe in you. I know you're going to do it, okay? You're going to try your best. All right? Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming. And
Thank
remember
you.
to bring me Dad next time, okay? Or
Thank
whenever he's able to fit it in his schedule, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.